Hi, I'm Kristen Rosenberg. I'm a holistic health practitioner and intuitive, and I'm here to give you the Angel and Oracle reading for November 2025. And during these readings, I basically get a message from angels or divine guides that come through, and then I do a card reading just to see what's up with the energies for the month and how it can guide us. But before I get into that, I want to talk to you about a special offer that I'm having for a new modality that I've been trained in and that I'm rolling out. It's called Freedom Process, and it's a somatic breathwork technique that basically helps you to release negative emotions, old ways of thinking, limiting beliefs, anything that's been stuck in the body and is in there keeping you from creating the life that you want to live. I've been doing Freedom Process for myself for a couple years now, and it's been life-changing and amazing for me. I was always a person that was very hypervigilant, and my nervous system was always overactive. I was anxious, worrying about things, indecisive, and people pleasing in a lot of ways. And this technique has really helped me tune into my body to release tension and all that stuck energy, and create space in my body. And when I say create space, what does that even mean? Well, when I come up against situations now that might have made me worry in the past or caused anxiety, I'm able to have just a little breathing room and space to be able to see it from a higher perspective, to not get sucked in and thrown into a loop of worry and anxiety. I'm able to stand outside of it, and it has positively affected my relationships in so many ways. I find that I'm much calmer in my body. As I said, my relationships are a lot calmer and peaceful and loving, and I have a more loving relationship with myself as well. So it's been truly amazing. And the reason I wanted to offer it too is in relation to the angel and oracle readings from this year. Most of the readings have been about letting go of things that don't serve us any longer. And Freedom Process, this technique, is perfect for helping people to do that. The goal is to actually release it from the body, to really let it go so that you have space and aren't caught up in it any longer. So it's a really simple and effective way to kind of change your mental, emotional, spiritual state, and even physical state oftentimes too. So if you're interested in that, you can go to my website at inspiretruewellness.com and use the coupon code ENJOY25 at checkout, and that will give you a 25% off discount. I'll put a link in the description too, or wherever you're watching this video in the posting so that you can access it too. So if you're interested, please sign up for a session or contact me at Kristen, Kristen, at inspiretruewellness.com. If you have any questions about it, we can certainly talk more about it and I can explain it more to you. I would love to share that with you. Okay, so let's get on with the reading for November 2025. The angel who came through for this month is Archangel Metatron. And Metatron's been around a couple times this year in 2025. I think it was April and also August. So he is the one who guards. That's how he's known. And he's really a bridge and connection between the earthly plane and the spiritual realm as well. And what's standing out for me in terms of the message that came through this month is that he helps people to release unwanted energies. And that's why I also thought it was beneficial for me to mention Freedom Process this month for anyone who's interested. He also guides us to use our spiritual power to serve humanity and supports individuals who are sensitive and spiritually gifted. And so, a lot of what we're talking about in November for the message is an expansion of the October message from last month. And it's about manifestation, but it's talking about it on a different level, in a different way. just focusing on a different aspect of it. Okay, so the message for November. When I sat down and started to feel into what the message was going to be for November, I heard the word freedom. And freedom in the sense for all of us to be free in who we are and what we're here to experience and what we're meant to experience here. So that's the kind of freedom we're talking about, not a patriotic freedom, but just a level of freedom of being and freedom of experience here. So when I started to hear that, I asked the question, what is it that you'd like to communicate about freedom this month to Metatron? And this is what came through, and I'll read this to you. We come to you today to talk about freedom, not in a nationalistic sense or patriotic sense for your country, but in an inner soul freedom sort of way. It is the soul which is truly who you are and is a part of source energy. It is the part of you that is truly free. It is a reflection of your deepest desires and an expression of who you are in this physical world. The qualities of the soul are physical freedom, as there is no actual physical body, as well as autonomy and freedom in choosing what you desire and what you will experience. We wish to bring you this added layer to your work with manifestation. When you are manifesting and intending something, there is a sense of freedom in terms of choosing what you desire and which direction and kind of experiences you may wish to partake in. It is the beauty of this freedom that makes this experience on your planet very special. It is in this physical nature of yours as a human being that allows for fuller emotional experience of the energy and other souls and other facets of the light source in the world. With this freedom comes responsibility, and we wish to highlight a small part of last month's transmission in October that referred to having a sense of integrity when intending and manifesting that which you want to see in your world. Use your freedom to create the highest possible good so that it might ripple out into the world and change and influence what is happening globally for your society. It is this message which is most important to us to bring to you. We wish to show you that you are a powerful creator of what happens in the world, not only in your personal life. There is freedom in your society to a certain degree, but the ultimate freedom is in your soul and in the expression of your energy and the expression of love. There is no stronger force in the world. It appears to be so simple and somewhat insignificant, but it is quite the opposite. The love and joy in your heart is the strength and the force that will push open areas and blockages in your collective psyche that have been stuck and negatively impacting your world and societies for many years. Use the freedom in your soul to create something higher and greater, to project and envision a world that is full of love, happiness, and abundance, where people are able to experience safety, community, and having more than enough. Many times with manifestation, we can feel blocked or feel like we are being greedy, asking for what we want. But we say to you, if it is your truest heart's desire, and if you intend it with integrity and for good purposes, the energy can flow and the abundance can be used for you and for many. Clear your hearts and minds of the thoughts of having too much and feeling negative thoughts and feelings about it. The purpose of this life is to create an experience of what is in your heart, and there is enough to go around for all. It is this freedom in your heart, freedom of source energy, and freedom in creation that is connected and is the builder of worlds. Do not let your mind, fears, and beliefs block you and limit you from expressing the highest creative version of your spirit. As you engage with this freedom, it may feel a bit overwhelming to push the limits that have been in your mind and your types of thinking previously. Stretch yourself and feel into the desires of your heart. If they feel too big, breathe into them and allow that energy to be released and pass. Freedom is your birthright and a quality of source energy. Embrace this strength and power in yourself and honor it in others as well. For freedom and power also exist in lower vibrational expressions as well. And while it may be more optimal in terms of experience for you to call in a higher intention for manifestation, there are many facets and projections that exist in both lower and higher frequencies that are expressed daily. And each person will express and draw in their experience that is needed to be learned for the greatest and highest good of their personal soul. In this way, every one of you is always manifesting freely in a way that serves in terms of learning and growth, and it is helpful for you to remain out of judgment for what others are drawing in or manifesting. Each one of you is a free creator and experiencing the life experiences and lessons you were meant to create. Release your soul and the souls of others from expectation and judgment. Allow your heart to be free in expression and create from a place of joy, wonder, and love. And if you aren't seeing what you prefer in life, we recommend that you refer to early monthly angel and oracle readings from this year in 2025 to shift your vibration and unblock your soul's beautiful expression of energy so that it may be allowed to flow in all its vitality into the world. As always, we are here to assist you in working with this freedom of expression and to support you in allowing the love in your heart to flow to yourself and through you. In love and freedom, Archangel Metatron. So I hope that that message serves you and gives you just a little bit more perspective about manifesting and freedom. And I thought the part of the message that's really interesting too is about how we express or what we're manifesting in our lives, that there's all sorts of ways that manifestation is taking place for us daily, and that there are higher frequencies of it and lower frequencies of it. But it's not that any one is right or wrong. It's just what each of us is here to experience. And we can raise our frequency and create and manifest things on a higher plane for ourselves. And we may go up and down in terms of the frequency of things that we're calling into our life. It's just all about what we're here to learn and experience. So there's really no right or wrong, but really like what he's saying about suspending judgment about what others are going through, because we don't know what everyone is here, why each one of us is here, and what each of us is meant to experience. So it's a good idea to take on a perspective of detachment around that and non-judgment in terms of what people are going through. So and when we do that, there's a lot of freedom in that as well. It takes us off the hook. We don't need to be in judgment, and the people who are around us don't need to be judged. And so that creates greater peace as well. So wonderful message from Metatron. And we'll move on to the card reading for this month. So for November 2025, what is the nature of the energy that's supporting us this month? And these are really incredible cards. First on the left, Tree of Life, and then Love. I have to tell you, I didn't really know how these angel and oracle readings were going to go this year. It's something that I just started doing in January and just thought I'd try it out. And it's just amazing how the card readings. So I typically do the message first and then the card readings. And it's just amazing how the card readings come in and support the messages in some way, whether it's mirroring what is being said in the reading or expanding it in some way. Just amazing. So again, for this month, this is really amazing. So Tree of Life. It's about, you can see on the card, there's like a grid. It's an energetic grid there. And that's what this card is about. It's saying that we are all traveling along this energetic grid and we're drawn to whatever calls to our soul. So I think they even ask in the guidebook, look at the colors on the card on that grid and see which one you're drawn to. That's where you kind of are on your path of life. And the thing about what this card says is that there is no right or wrong. And that's exactly what I was just saying with Metatron's message. There's no right or wrong about where you are on this path of life. It's all kind of like an intertwined grid, and you can go up, you can go down. It doesn't have to be a straight trajectory of a rising and ascension. You may go up, down, all around. There may be all sorts of things that your soul wants to experience here. So that's okay. And the thing is, up, down, all around, wherever you are on this grid, it's all one. We're all connected. We're all unified in source. So you're not lost. You're not behind. No one's ahead. No one's behind. We're all connected. We're all one, and we're all experiencing, this life and expressing source through our lives, and we're all connected to source. So there's no judgment about that. What we're experiencing, what you're creating. So it's all one, it's all part of the whole, and it's all part of greater creation. So that's what's wonderful about this. There's a total freedom in letting go of judgment about what we're experiencing in our own lives and in others. So it's total freedom. We're just always connected to source, so no worries about that. And then the love card, of course. Metatron was talking about creating and manifesting from a place of love. It's the strongest force in the world. So that makes sense that this card came through. And the quote that is in the guidebook, and it says, "And yet love is within us all. It is always there. An energy that is freely available if we break down our walls of resistance and realize that what we give out, we get back." And so that's part of manifesting too, right? The love that comes out, comes back, and it circulates. In terms of intending and manifesting from a place of love, there's that. But also, this card means to me too is that we need to focus on loving ourselves. Yes, loving others, of course, but first we need to love ourselves. We need to love ourselves enough to want to manifest things that benefit us. Loving ourselves can also look like letting go of all of the old junk that doesn't serve us, the limiting beliefs, the negative emotions, thought patterns, all that stuff. Loving ourselves enough to work on ourselves, to allow that stuff to go, loving ourselves enough to imagine something greater for us, to imagine something more inspired, higher and greater for ourselves in any way that we see fit for our lives, and not to doubt that, not to feel guilty about the things that our hearts truly desire. So I see that as part of being part of the love aspect in this card as well. So I thought those were really great answers or cards to come up for this question for this month. So that's wonderful. And then I pulled one more card. I just felt like there might be something more for this month. And I just asked, is there anything more we need to be aware of for November? And I pulled this card from Colette Baron Reid's deck, the Oracle of the Seven Energies. And on the previous slide, I didn't mention I pulled from Amanda Ellis's Metatron deck, just so you know where those cards came from. But this one is Colette Baron Reid, Oracle of the Seven Energies, and the card is Divine Matrix. And this one's so perfect because, again, here we are, Divine Matrix, another grid. We're all a part of this divine matrix, this spiritual energetic matrix. We are spiritual energetic beings first, having a human experience. So really, we are connected to this energetic grid. And it's just echoing again from the Tree of Life card that was drawn on the last slide. I'm going to read a little bit from the guidebook for this card because I just think it's so fitting. Divine Matrix, this card reminds us that everything under the sun is waiting to be claimed and that you're not separate from what you desire to manifest. It's all connected in a divine matrix, and you're surrounded by multiple realities and possibilities and opportunities, some of which are there but you can't see yet. This card is an invitation for us to be conscious of what we're weaving and creating in our lives just by being alive. You are a part of the matrix. You live in it and it lives in you, and all manner of miracles are available to you. And the explanation in the guidebook for this card couldn't end in a better way with a question asking, are you ready? Are you ready to lay claim to all that you desire and to step into the freedom in your heart space to create what you truly want? And I think that just sums up this entire message perfectly. We are all part of this divine matrix. We have the freedom to create what we desire in our lives, and that comes from love. We are love as a part of Source, and to use that love to love ourselves and to love our lives and all the other souls in it, and using that force of love to create more love in our world, in whichever way we see fit for us as independent, free souls that are connected to Source. So I think it is an absolutely beautiful message, and so relevant to manifesting and what we're doing and trying to create in our lives. So I hope this message resonated for you. I really enjoyed this one. Was really fun for me this month. So hopefully that was helpful. And if you are interested in an intuitive reading, I offer those as well. You can go to inspiretruewellness.com and go under services. And I actually have changed the name of it to an intuitive soul reading, because while it is a reading, it's not predictive. It's not fortune telling in any way, but more about talking about or tuning into the state of affairs in your soul, uh, the health of your soul, what's kind of going on in there. And I usually have angels or guides come through and offer some information about how to help you move forward, or things that you can do to boost your vibration, to help you on your way or get you to where you want to go. And of course, we can talk about things that you have questions about as well. So if you're interested in that, you can, again, go to inspiretruewellness.com. I'll put a link in the description or in the posting wherever this video is being viewed. But you can also go to inspiretruewellness.com to services and intuitive soul reading. Individual sessions are available, and I also have packages. So I would love to work with you and talk more about manifestation or what's going on with your soul and what would serve you moving forward. So definitely reach out if that's of interest. I loved being here with you, and I hope that the angels bring you much true wellness, light, and love for November, and I will see you next month.